It's going to be an amazing opportunity to see each other. We really love each other. Was a very important player, one of the most important players in my period in Tottenham. I was chasing him because when I was in Southampton also I wanted to sign, but he decided to move to a different club. That he moved from Hamburgo to Leverkusen. But then when we moved to Tottenham, we chased him again and we convinced to join us in Tottenham. And I think now he's a legend. After 10 years, he's a legend in Tottenham. He's one of the best players in the world. I think, but he's an amazing player, but he's an amazing person. Unbelievable. And yes, it's going to be really, really nice. What he is going to add to the MLS, I think, is this type of player that's going to help in the evolution of the game. For sure, he's going to be an example for their teammate, but also for the players that are going to face him during the competition. I think when we talk that about the players, for the national team, I think when I talk that the level of the MLS is really high, because the best player that, if you have the chance yesterday to watch the game, Argentina and Venezuela, Leo Messi is the best player in the world, and if he's playing here, I think the level is really good. I don't say that he's the best in the world, but he can match another leagues in the world. But now, with the addition of Son, also told that the level is growing and the evolution is really good, and for sure the interest in the rest of the world in the MLS, I think is higher than before to add Son. Even that was very attractive. Now with arriving player like Son, make more attractive the MLS.
I wonder your thoughts on your relationship with him, the chance to play against him, to coach against him, and
I think very well. All the players that were here in the World Cup and the new faces, they integrate very well. It's a joy to see them, to how they are very united, and it's one team, and that is a good thing. That is very natural. From Monday, Sunday that they arrived, and we were all together. The roster was complete. I think it's plus Christian Roldan that arrived yesterday. I think was yes, it's a very good. I think time together, training, talking, meetings. Yes, I am very pleased so far. We have tomorrow a very good game. I think South Korea is a very good team, good challenge for us, and I think it's important, to see in the way that we want to compete with new faces, a little bit different team that we were playing in the last World Cup. But I think always important, because the challenge for us is to arrive in the best condition to the World Cup, and I think to give option to different players that maybe didn't play before, I think it's important, because this is a challenge that need to be in between our players. Because when I was in Southampton also I wanted to sign, but he decided to move to a different club. For me, it's in the past. This type of things, when that happen, always we all made a mistake in some time because we read the situation in different way. But the most important is when you are intelligent people, if we want to move on and do the right things, it's about to be intelligent, and I think that is easier to understand and to sort the problem or fix the problems. And I think, like I told you, it's in the past, and we can see now two different players, and of course Christian is happy to be here. Of course, he's an important player for us, and I think it's about to build our journey, to the World Cup. And I think the mood is good, the atmosphere is good. Yes, all is in behind. level of the MLS is really high because the best player, like if you have. Yes, I knew the news about Daniel Levy yesterday. I am a little bit in shock because he was my former president. I don't know what happened there. Of course, I sent the text to him, and I sent the text to different people that were very close to him, and still no answer. But for sure, yes. I don't have more information, and only what I want to say. I wish all the best in his, life, family time or life. My relationship always was very good. And yes, I was in shock with too many people that we really know him.
Ball and the foot where I landed with. I've seen some things and some moments in the field that I was like, okay, I'm back. But it's also still, like I'm still searching, because it's difficult. Whenever you're back after an injury like that, you need a couple more months to fully feel free again, because the first couple games for me, I saw in some change of directions. I just needed some more time, but now I'm still getting stronger and stronger. So I feel better and better, man. To be honest, first 15 seconds, I felt it was a lot of pain. I've had a break because we became champion at the club, and then we had like 8-9 days off, and I did some training sessions, but not too much. I wanted to relax as well a little bit because I thought I would be good. And then I came back, and then I was surprised, and I think the whole staff was surprised. Like, all my power, I just lost like a lot of my power in my right leg. So it wasn't safe for me anymore to be on the pitch, So I accepted it and I understood. I was disappointed, but yeah, I understood. I don't know what happened exactly, but it was bad. Obviously, it was not good, but yeah, I learned from that. I know that you need to be conscious about your temper. Obviously, you need to help the team, and that's not the way to help the team. So I've learned from that, and I will make sure that these things won't happen again.
Kind of try to keep teams on their toes. I think. We set up every game in a 5, but depending on who we play, sometimes I step.
Hey, good job. J-Mac. Professional level, I think having guys like Tim Ream and Tyler with us during the Gold Cup and here now kind of brought that over, and you've seen it through the whole training week.
Your first. Help the other goalkeepers here, continue to build that goalkeeper union. While also making sure I'm.
They called in the office. They were going to ask you about how you like the program and feedback.
If they don't want to give away any secrets, you might be a trainer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
like opposite. Oh, that's oh no, Landon.
Really? All the way up.
I mean, first step.
Open your eyes. You see? He's right. His eyes are closed. I get nervous. I get nervous.
It locked me down in Atlanta at like 1 a.m. Different, right? So like your section of a meal in the morning is like fun, banter, relaxed atmosphere.